we worked this out before we got here. And I hope to frame my remarks in these three to a better understanding of the world that you are inheriting and into which you will be joining the ranks of our profession, social work. The issues are, I'll go through them briefly and then expand. The first one is complexity. Very few issues are simple and straightforward. The world we live in is complex. There are many shades of gray. Don't get excited, I'm not talking about the movie here. It appears to me that currently in our world, people prefer not to see the complex nature of individuals, families, organizations, communities, policies, government, and political entities. Yet our profession of social work, much of our knowledge and expertise is all about understanding and managing complexities in various ecosystems in which we all function. So complexity is the first. The second is my truth. Many people seem to place a great value on taking and maintaining and valuing and holding a singular position and hold it as their perspective and based on their experiences and their reality, and hence it's the truth. You hear politicians say, the American people think this. Well, half the time I'm going, I don't think that. But we have this notion of truth, and I can tell you, for many years I did couples practice. And I can promise you, you get two people fighting in a marriage or in a couple's relationship, they don't necessarily agree on what's true. And you can sit in your office and they will get very energetic about what their truth is. The truth seems to be that people are choosing their own truth. Whether the facts, there are facts, or today we have alternative facts that support the truth. Whether the news is real or fake to support their position. As social workers, we need to use our school skills in recognizing that individuals have the right to their own perspectives, the right of self-determination, and their own beliefs. Currently, there appears to be a liberal truth and a conservative truth. Yet, even the truths and values held by our profession are not necessarily everyone's truth. The third area is advocacy. The young woman spoke about advocacy. Advocacy is a skill that is central to our profession and seeks to ensure that people, particularly those who are the most vulnerable, are able to have their voices heard on issues that are important, they're able to defend and safeguard their rights, and to have their views and wishes genuinely considered when decisions are being made about their lives. This is central to our profession, to your profession. But don't confuse advocacy and conflict. Advocacy is not conflict. It is not violence. For me, it is listening, learning, understanding, and negotiating for change first. So let's go back to complexity. There's going to be a quiz after this. There's a lot going on in the world. There are red states, there are blue states, in our communities, on our campuses, in our schools of social work. People want change. They want social justice. They want equal treatment under the law, equal pay, equal marriage, economic security, public safety, jobs, access to health care, freedom of identity, freedom of religion, freedom from religion, safe spaces, safe classrooms. Especially in my state, they want safe bathrooms. Are you familiar with HB2 in North Carolina? That's embarrassing. The thing is that perspectives on these issues are not homogeneous. They are often value-based and can and should be debated. People hold various positions on them. Even using the bathroom example, both sides want safe bathrooms. But they come from the issue from different perspectives. Safety for whom? That's the issue. Safety for the transgender population who were bullied, or safety from public people, men and women, little girls, little boys using bathrooms and having men and or women in the opposite room. To me, it's that our profession of social work is a value-based profession and can provide guidance on how to manage this current and partisan conflictual nature of our society. So, number one, youth are the avant-garde of change. Youth. And they want things now, and sometimes their methods of advocacy may be viewed as thoughtless and irresponsible. Now, before you get nervous and upset with me, consider the following quote, and this is a quote. I see no hope for the future of our people if they are dependent on the frivolous youth of today. For certainly all youth are reckless beyond words. When I was a boy, we were taught to respect our elders. but the present youth are exceedingly impatient of restraint. Now, who said that? Herzog, a 700 BC Greek philosopher, said that. So it is not surprising that change is being advocated by the population of younger citizens. Also, equally not surprising that others in our society are not super supportive of that change. Evidently, it's been going this way for 14 centuries. So it's okay. It's okay that people don't necessarily like the change that, what did she call it earlier today? Not millennials, it was Z, Generation Z. Thank you. I love this question and answer. Many political and cultural economic issues are actually getting better. I know I'm going to sound like Pollyannish here, but Theodore Parker, who was an American abolitionist and the United Unitarian Church minister in the 1800s. In 1853, this is a quote, he said, "Look at the facts of the world. You see continual and progressive triumph of the right. I do not pretend to understand the moral universe. The arc is a long one, and my eye reaches but a little way. And from what I can see, it bends towards justice." Said that in 1853. Now, that anybody who knows what that sounds like, I'll read you another quote. A century later, Martin Luther King Jr. paraphrased these words to great effect in his famous "Where Do We Go From Here" speech in 1967 in the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, when he said, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice."